I was fortunate enough to be sent the Fifine AM8 dynamic microphone for testing in exchange for an honest review. And since my son really likes RGB lights, like most kids do, I decided to say yes. Honestly, I didn't expect much looking at how much the Fifine AM8 gaming mic costs. I mean, it does look really nice, as you can see. But I already have a professional Shure microphone, so I didn't expect it to compete by any means. Or was I wrong? While it can surely be called a budget microphone, I don't think the word budget quite does it justice, because people tend to associate that word with inferior quality, and this dynamic mic is anything but, which you'll too realize throughout this review. Let's get to the details and I'll share everything with you, as well as how the Fifine AM8 compares to the Shure MV7X podcast XLR mic that costs 3 times more. Not to mention that I also had to purchase a separate preamp for that one that upped the cost even more. Not sure whether I'm allowed to compare it, but I'm doing it anyway because that's what I know and use. Surely it can't be just as good or better than the mic that costs 3 times more, can it? Well, you see, this one doesn't require a preamp at all. I mean, you do have the option to use one if you wish to have even more control using its XLR port, but it also has a USB port, which makes life so much easier. It's literally plug and play, whereas my Shure mic isn't. If you're anything like me, especially when it comes to playing co-op games, live streaming, or firing up your Discord, things need to be fast and simple. This Fifine mic excels at that. Plug and play doesn't get much easier than this. You know what the one major thing the Fifine AM8 gaming mic has that I wish mine had? A touch sensor mute button. You can just tap whenever you need to sneeze or cough while live streaming games or playing with VoIP in a game like Star Citizen. Seriously, why don't more mics have this? Just the other day I was running around in-game with Star Citizen's local VoIP activated. 2 players were running in front of me and I coughed. Both of them stopped and turned like they'd just got the fright of their lives, which was pretty funny at the time, but something that could easily have been avoided if my Shure mic had a touch sensor mute button like the Fifine one. Another thing I find extremely useful is that you can also plug in your headphones straight into your AM8's monitoring jack, right there. So you can hear and adjust volume in real time to avoid unstable volume on the fly. No need for me to mess around with OBS Studio to do that anymore, which is great. Now, if you've ever struggled with OBS trying to monitor your mic sound while talking, listening, and looking for that sweet spot, you'd know what a pain in the behind that could be. I don't know if it's just me, but I hate it, which is why I use DaVinci Studio to get my audio levels right. Well, with the Fifine AM8, it completely removes the mundane fiddling in OBS for those who don't know or own DaVinci Studio to get the right audio levels, as you can now fine-tune your sound without clicking anything with your mouse, or at least clicking about 20 times less than you normally would with other microphones. We'll get to the sound quality in just a minute, I promise. In fact, this entire recording was made with the default out-of-the-box settings of the Fifine AM8, so this is what it sounds like without tweaking anything. I'll let you compare it to the Shure MV7X in just a minute. First, I want to mention that you also have a gain control right on the mic itself. A touch sensor button that lets you switch between different RGB lighting settings, and a really sturdy microphone stand for those who don't have boom arms. Now, while everything I've mentioned so far are certainly nice to haves, if you're looking for a proper gaming mic, especially if you're going to be streaming or making videos on YouTube, it's all about sound quality. So let's dive into that. With the Fifine AM8 gaming microphone, XLR, USB dual port and low frequency dynamic coil, it outputs a warm, almost magnetic sound. What I also realized is that it actually suppresses surrounding environmental noise really well as those hard T's, S's and P's during recordings. I live next to a really busy road with cars going by as I'm talking right now. It's peak traffic time and you don't hear a single car. Yes, it is a budget mic, but this is by far the best budget gaming mic I've ever had. And I've had quite a few. Whether you're on PC, Mac or PlayStation, it's compatible with all of them. You won't find a better sounding mic at this price range, and certainly not one with crispier sound than this. But before I let you hear the difference between the Fifine and the Shure MV7X, please like, subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Share this with someone or consider joining as a channel member to support us. Right, with that out of the way, here's how the Fifine AM8 compares to the Shure MV7X. I'll be reading a short excerpt from one of my Star Citizen videos. Up first, the Shure. You are 2 kilometers away from a hostile bounty. They have no idea you even exist. No ping on their radar, no warning, nothing. Today I'm showing you exactly how to disappear from radar and master stealth in Star Citizen, becoming the ultimate silent hunter. And here's the Fifine. You are 2 kilometers away from a hostile bounty. They have no idea you even exist. No ping on their radar, no warning, nothing. Today I'm showing you exactly how to disappear from radar and master stealth in Star Citizen, becoming the ultimate silent hunter. Now, would you say the AM8 costs 3 times less than the MV7X? I wouldn't. Now, some users have reported that they found the distance the mic needs to be from your mouth to be too close, reporting that you have to keep the mic close to your mouth when talking. But honestly, I didn't find that to be an issue at all. Then again, maybe that's because I've trained myself to talk a bit louder since starting the Ruger gaming channel. It's a great mic with pristine and balanced sound. And if you're interested in picking one up for yourself, check out the description below for all the details on the company as well as the product page of the Fifine AM8 gaming dynamic microphone you're listening to right now. If you have any experience with Fifine microphones or have any questions whatsoever, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.